What do you want to become in the future? I want to be a driver. Would you like to be a driver? In your opinion, is it an interesting job? Nobody in my family works as a driver. We have a car and my parents drive. And they like it, but they have other jobs. I can't drive yet, but I dream of it. When I am 18 years old, I'll get my driving license. Then I'll start working as a driver. I want to work as a coach driver and take tourists around Europe. I think it's a very necessary and important job, but difficult, because sometimes drivers can't sleep at night and they have to work. The coach can be broken and the driver has to fix it. I want to become very good at it. It seems to me the driver should know and learn about the countries where he takes his tourists. It can help him with his job. I have a lot of ideas about my future job. I hope that I'll enjoy it very much. I want to be a physical scientist. What do you want to become in the future? As for me, I want to become a physical scientist. When I was a kid, I loved everything in nature and I wanted to understand more natural rules. In addition, I have read the life stories of famous physical scientists, such as Albert Einstein, Marie Curie, Isaac Newton, etc., so I dreamed I would become a physical scientist like them one day soon. Now I am learning hardly scientific lessons at school. I also joined the STEM club and try to do some easy experiments. I read many scientific books on the weekends. I hope I will become a physical scientist in the future. I want to be a teacher. Do you know what you want to become? As for me, I do. When I was in the first grade, I understood that I wanted to be a teacher. When we started learning English, I decided to be a teacher of English, because I like English very much. We listen, read, write, speak, and act out dialogues in English lessons. I enjoy everything in English class. I always do my homework and try to speak English with foreigners when my family goes to the old square on the weekends. I also often speak English with my little sister when we play with toys and dolls. She may need help understanding everything I say, but she always participates in our conversations. We often watch cartoons in English together and try to understand them. It's fascinating. My mom bought me English books and stories, and I read them with pleasure. I can't say that I speak English very well yet, but I work hard. Last year my other younger sister wanted to learn English, too. I started to teach her English. We learn words and do grammar exercises together. I can see my sister's English improving more and more. It's inspiring. She says that I'm a good teacher, but I think that my sister is a good pupil. I want to be a doctor. I've always wanted to be a doctor as my granny. She is a very experienced doctor. She works at a big hospital in Berlin. I often go to her hospital to watch how my granny treats people. I went to this hospital for the first time when I was 8 years old. I liked everything and understood that I wanted to become a doctor. I want to help people. I know that I need to learn and work a lot to be a good doctor. I am not afraid of hard work. Soon I'll start to learn chemistry. Now I am learning maths and I am fond of it. I like learning English. I think English will be very important for my future profession. When I'm 16, I'll ask my granny to let me work at the hospital as a nurse boy. I'll try to help people. I want to look after sick people. I think it's a very difficult, but very interesting job. I want to be an engineer. It's very difficult to choose a future profession. Several times I have changed my likes and dislikes. I've wanted to be a bus driver and a fireman. Now I am in the 6th grade and want to be an engineer. My grandfather is a pensioner now, but for many years he worked as an engineer for the shipbuilding company. We live in St. Petersburg. Our city is a seaport. There are many shipbuilding companies in our city. They produce wonderful ships for many other countries. I'm fond of maths and physics. I like reading books about voyages and discoveries. At home, I have a great collection of ship models. They weren't bought in the shop. These models were made by my grandpa and me. We started to make them when I was 7 or 8 years old. I hope that one day I'll design a real ship. I want to be a technology engineer. Does the future belong to computers? I think very soon everyone will use a computer at home. We won't need to go shopping, but we'll be able to buy all the necessary things via the internet. I want to create new computer programs. At school, we have information technology lessons. It's one of my favorite lessons. I work hard and want to learn more and more. My elder brother graduated from the university 2 years ago. Now he works as a computer programmer. When Andrew has free time, he shows me interesting computer programs and teaches me working with them. It's very interesting and exciting. A lot of my spare time I spend working on the computer. I want to become a very experienced computer programmer. I want to be an actress. Are you fond of the theater? As for me, I am. My mom first took me to the theater when I was 5 years old. I remember that day very well. I enjoyed every minute of the performance. It was a ballet, Swan Lake. When I fell asleep that night, I was in my dream. Then my mom often took me to different performances. I became a theater goer, and one day I understood that I wanted to be an actress. We have a theater studio at our school. We stage different performances. I'm fond of acting. I have a good memory, so it isn't difficult for me to learn my parts. Our stage director says that I'm good at acting. Before the holidays, we show our performances to our schoolmates. They are usually held in our school assembly hall. A lot of pupils come to watch the performances. They always clap. I can see that they like our shows. I want to be a journalist. Have you ever wanted to become a journalist? I think it's a very interesting profession. At one time I didn't know anything about this job, but one day our teacher of literature suggested we publish a school magazine. She told us what to do and, of course, we agreed with great pleasure. Now we publish our school magazine every month. We work as journalists. We interview our schoolmates and write articles. Our magazine is called Alarm Clock. We write about sports competitions and concerts which are held at our school. We discuss different problems and try to give advice. Last week, I wrote about the football match which took place between our school and the school of another district. Our football team won and we were happy. I took a lot of pictures of this match and wrote an article. It will be published in the next magazine. I hope that my schoolmates will like my work. I want to be a singer. Are you fond of the theater? As for me, I am. I liked singing songs when I was a kid. My mom said music has a strong power to interact humans to humans across the whole globe, although they speak different languages. So I want to become a famous singer and use my voice to bring happiness to everyone in the world and connect everyone. Now I hard to learn subjects, especially English, because all the knowledge I learned at school will help me so much when I become a singer. And I can't forget the music. I sing for 1 hour every day, after school time. In addition, I play piano when I am tired. Music helps me less stressed after a long hard day. I love music so much and want to bring positive energy through music to everyone in the world.